Startups face this choice all the time. Do you go with AWS Fargate for quick serverless deployment, or do you embrace Kubernetes for total control and scalability? It's that old simplicity versus control debate. But here's the thing, you might not actually have to pick just one. Whether you're launching a new product or scaling something that's already working, containers are standard. The real question is how you run them. Fargate gives you serverless containers, no servers, no clusters. Kubernetes gives you full orchestration, auto-scaling, multi-cloud portability, advanced networking, and all of it. Think of Fargate like a container vending machines. You drop in your Docker images and it just runs. No virtual machines to manage, no clusters to set up. Fargate handles the provisioning, scaling, and runtime. It's perfect when you want to ship something very quickly, like campaigns, schedule jobs, or proof of concepts. It requires no DevOps and no YAML. Now let's talk about Kubernetes. This is more like a cockpit. Total control from how containers are scheduled, to how they scale, to how they self-heal. You manage nodes, pods, secrets, configuration maps, basically the whole stack. It's flexible, it's powerful, but it definitely requires setup and a team that knows what they're doing. If you're building a microservices architecture or running 24/7 production workloads, Kubernetes is your go-to. Now let's talk about cost. Fargate is perfect when usage is light. You have got something running a few hours a month. Pay per second billing is great, but run the same service 24/7. That's where Fargate can end up costing twice as much as Kubernetes. Kubernetes lets you pack more container into less nodes. That means better cost efficiency at scale. So if your workloads are long-lived, Kubernetes will likely win the pricing game. Here's the trade-off. Fargate gives you speed, but it's limited. No GPUs, no advanced networking, not much room for customization. Kubernetes gives you deep control, but with overhead. You're setting up clusters, tuning performance, and managing observability. That's why a lot of startups says, let's launch on Fargate now and switch to Kubernetes later. And that switch is very painful. Rebuilding CI/CD pipeline, replatforming, hiring new talent, it slows you down just when you're trying to scale. That's where ZopDev comes in. It's built on Kubernetes, so under the hood, you get full orchestration. But on the surface, it feels like Fargate. You don't manage clusters, you don't patch nodes, you don't write Helm charts or YAML. Instead, you deploy with Git, manage multiple environments out of the box, and scale painlessly, all without vendor lock-in. ZopDev gives you the simplicity of Fargate with the power of Kubernetes. So what's the right move? If you're running for a short period of time, then Fargate makes sense. If you need total control and long-term scalability, Kubernetes is for you. But if you want to start fast and scale smart, choose ZopDev. It's built like it's Fargate, runs like it's Kubernetes, and it scales with you without any baggage.